So a sister asked, do you have to have sex on a wedding night? And if so, why? And is it bad for you if you don't?
Okay, it's a very, 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 very good question, okay? Do you have to have sex with your spouse? Do you have to have intimacy with them on the wedding night? It's not obligatory for you to have it on the wedding night. Okay, to answer the sister's question, it's not obligatory for it to be done on the wedding night. It's not sinful if you don't do it. Do you see? And it's not like any extra reward if you do. But generally speaking, let me give you some guidelines, okay, for the sisters. The Prophet ﷺ told us that if you're marrying a virgin, then with the virgin, you basically give her 7 straight nights. You give her 7 days. Like you when you marry her, you spend 7 nights with her. Like you give her 7 nights in a row. You don't go out with the friends. You don't do anything else. You don't do those things. You know, for example, if you've got a second wife, then you don't even go to her second wife. You know, usually you might do 1 night here, 1 night there. No, you say 7 nights if she's a virgin. Okay.
Do you mean 7 nights sexual intercourse?
I'm gonna go. I'm saying you give her 7 nights, just period. Like
Okay.
you spend 7 nights with her.
Okay. Just spending in general, yeah?
Yeah, spending, taking care of her, being affectionate and whatnot. If it's a non-virgin, i.e. a widow, right? Someone who's a widow, because in those days, women, nowadays, sadly, we have sisters who are not virgins because they fell into haram. Inshallah, they repented and they made tawbah, and we pray Allah accepts it for them. But in those times, it was usually the widow who'd be the non-virgin because she was previously married. So for the widow, the Prophet ﷺ said, you spend 3 days with her, non-stop, 3 days consecutively. So you don't go out, you just give her 3 nights. You don't go, if you've got a second wife, you tell the second wife, darling, 3 nights here, because this is what the Prophet prescribed, ﷺ. Now what's the wisdom behind this? One of the wisdoms is, that when you marry a virgin, having intimacy with her on the first night is not easy, bro. She's miskeen, shy girl, right? She's probably nervous, scared. So sometimes it's good to wait, man. You got 7 days to basically have intimacy with her. Within these 7 days, do it. Sometimes you might even try on the first night. But wallahi, when the sister has a virginity, she has the hymen. Obviously, you have to break the hymen, right? Yeah. That's very hard. It causes her pain. Like blood comes out. Sometimes she's in pain. So it doesn't happen the first time you try it. It doesn't happen the second time. So it's to ease into things, okay? You spend a day or two getting to know her, being affectionate, taking care of her. Then, you agree upon a time where you're going to go into it, inshallah ta'ala. And then when you go into it, you be patient with her. First day, second day. Hopefully within those 7 days you'll get it. And once you get it, you enjoy yourself. But the virgin, for her virginity is already broken, right? So she doesn't have the pain element or all that. But she's still given 3 days. Because again, she might be shy. She's like, come on man, just come into a new man. Jumping into the bed straight away might be something a bit intimidating. So you got 3 days to basically do it. So to answer sister's question, you got 6 days to have. You try and have that intimacy within those 7 days. And for the one who's not a virgin, have the intimacy within 3 days. Inshallah ta'ala. And the man shouldn't pressurize the girl, even though intimacy is both of their rights. It's his right to have it and it's her right to have it as well. But he should be sympathetic and empathetic and understand and not force her. But the sister should also not long things too out, innit? Sometimes sisters they might drag it on too much, like 7 days.
Also, what I wanted to say is, would you be held accountable or held sinful if you still haven't been intimate with each other after the 7 days is finished?
Like you mean the wife is refusing the husband his rights?
Not refusing, but she still needs more time to kind of
if
settle down and be more comfortable.
If they both agree upon it, there's no sin.
No sin.
You see, but like now, say the wife is saying, I need my rights from the husband, and he's just refusing to give her.
Yeah.
It's sinful now.
Okay.
She's refusing to give him his sinful now. Do you see?
Yeah.
But if they both agree and they're working together and whatnot, then 7 days is a good guideline, and they agree upon it, inshallah ta'ala. And I just want to mention that, pertaining to the wedding night, there are so many important things that husband and wife need to know. And just pertaining to intimacy, there are so many important things. Just pertaining to having, a good, healthy sexual relationship, there are so many things that husband and wife need to know about what they should do, what they shouldn't do, what is sunnah, what is recommended, what is not, what is haram, some advices on how to have a healthy relationship from the Quran and the prophetic sunnah. There's so much in this. So inshallah ta'ala, obviously right now I would love to go into all of it. We can't. That's in the Game of Marriage program, which is on the Muslim Survival Guide, which obviously is available for everyone to join in for free, to listen, to learn about all the necessary things that they need to know in order to get married. That's over there, inshallah. But for now, I will just restrict it to answering this one question, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. I hope you benefited from that short Q&A session. If you would like to learn more about marriage, inshallah ta'ala, and the various things pertaining to it that will allow you to have a healthy relationship between you and your future spouse or your already spouse if you're already married, then I would recommend that you check out our marriage course on the Muslim Survival Guide, which is called The Game of Marriage, in which we basically go through an overview, an A to Z of the necessary important things that everyone needs to know before they get married and for when they are actually married as a couple to have a healthy relationship. Right now that program is actually available for free, but this offer is only available for the next 5 days. So if you want to make use of this free offer, go to the link below now and register ASAP, inshallah.